mean, you know, I remember sitting there thinking, I was like, wow, 3-0, okay. I'm like, all right, solid victory margin. And then 4 and 5, and I was like, are we going for another Minnesota here? Are we? I'm like, guys, we we need snow for 6, and so then that happened, and then 90th minute, we're sitting there, and I'm like, there's no way. All right, we're calling it. We want 7. Chant goes up. Next thing we know, 1 goes in, and I'm like, oh my god.
Pandemonium in the stadium. It was a party, the second half, like entirely. So, where were you? Did you miss any goals? Because it was pretty easy to miss some of the goals. You know, if you look down, they scored.
No, I'm in the first 2 rows of the supporter section usually, so I pretty much always see like anything except for if I'm like having to lean right over at it. But in MBS, we really don't have that problem, so it's been great. I love the sight lines of the other goal. I love the fact that like I'm right there in the front most of the time, and I can still see the action like forever and a day away.
So Josef gets a hat trick, well deserved. He took the PK a little bit off of Miggy, who was standing there as well. But do you think it was like something that they had talked about beforehand, or you just like, you know, I feel like I'm going to score 3 today?
I think that was probably maybe a little bit of the team coming together. We're starting to see, I guess, them gelling a little bit, starting to see our cohesiveness getting together. Right. And I think maybe that's something that like we've worked on our teamwork, and we've worked on saying, hey, give opportunities to the other guys, give opportunities where we can. And I think that's something that our guys, when they see it, when they see it happening on the field, they know they're professionals. They know how to capitalize. They know how to pull something out and make it happen. So I think it's a little column A, a little column B. They probably worked on some team skills in practice, but I'm willing to bet that just kind of came naturally out on the field.
So Walks also scores. Some have been slating Walks. Have you? Do you think he had a good performance today, or you know, do you think he still deserves a spot? What do you think?
I've been on Walks' side for about the whole time he's been out there. You know, I can see where some people complain sometimes. I mean, like, you know, nobody's perfect out on the pitch. Everybody really has their thing that they're strong at. Right. But I think people, especially in our fandom, because we're new and because we have a lot of people and we have a lot of depth, it's easy to pick one person, or it's easy to pick 2 people to kind of single out as your complainers. Right. And I don't see that about Walks. I mean, there's a few people that I would say that about, that I'm sure other people would say it isn't. So, but in the end of the day, I think Walks is solid. He's put up goals. He has good work ethic. He hustles out there on the field. I've never seen him just up and quit on a ball. So I'm ready to keep him out there.
Absolutely, that's good. So we play Orlando City next. What do you predict? I mean, so far we're 2 of 2 from Mercedes-Benz. So what do you think is going to happen?
You know, the homer in me is obviously predicting a win. I think it's probably going to be a slog. It's going to be more of a shootout than we probably want or hope. I don't know. I just get the feeling that they're coming back in, and after the first one, and then after the second one, where we've kind of stuffed them, and I think especially after the fact that they went out and got Dwyer and spent a lot of money and compromised their built not bought, which makes me laugh all the time. But I think after they bought Dwyer and didn't get any forward momentum, they're really mad.
What's up?
Don't touch his bloody wanker.
But yeah, so I think it's gonna be a shootout, and I think we're probably gonna have a lot more going on than we expect. Right. But I think we're gonna be amped and juiced enough to where the crowd is easily gonna take it out. Yeah. Jay, get out of the shot.
Yeah. So you know, because LGP does miss the next game, so that could happen because of the yellow card that he received. So yeah, that is within the realm of possibility when you lose a center back. And so Boswell coming in, like, what do you expect from him?
That's really honestly kind of hard to tell, because I mean, I was about to say, like, I haven't seen much of Boswell on the field for us. Yeah. I mean, he's an old veteran, so I don't really foresee any like major issues. I know he's been out on the field. I'm willing to bet he'll probably go out there, and I don't think that he'll bring that X factor that LGP has for himself, but he'll bring something else that, you know, like all of our guys, Tata picks them, and he's got a great mind for strategy. He's got a great mind of where to put them. So I think as long as Boswell goes out and does his job that Tata tells him and goes where he's put, we'll be fine.
So final thoughts on the game, your experience as a fan, like how are the fans today? How are the supporters to you?
Today, honestly, the supporter section was even crazier than it was on Saturday. I mean, Sunday, whatever. Someday this weekend when we were playing. I don't know. They're all starting to blur together already. But the supporter section was amazing. We had more showers. We had the suites were getting into it. I felt like they were really kind of lackluster on Sunday, but today they took energy from the supporters. They kept it going. The fact that people were coming up with chants off the top of their head and they were getting crazy. Oh, and I really felt like today was the point where the Viking clap or the ATL clap just sealed. Like, especially that last one in the last 5 minutes where the entire stadium's reverberating and you can hear ATL just like crystal clear. And I think that is just like from this weekend to today, we've had 4 days. People have been tailgating. It's lots of energy has been spent, and yet we still managed to step it up. And I can't wait to see what it's going to be like with 71,000 people on Saturday, because you know it's coming. You know that sellout's coming.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, we there's hundreds left apparently, so we got to get it done, just like we got tonight done.
Last minute, but we got it.
Last minute.
Yeah, last minute, but we pulled that out.